Good morning and welcome to We Are Soccer, the show that talks about pro soccer, youth soccer, and everything in between. I'm your host, Craig Hearn. All right, lots coming up today. The world of soccer is just crazy. There's so much to talk about, so I'm happy you're joining us. What do we got on tap? Sergio Aguero is going where? Roberto Lewandowski breaks what record? English Premier League games finishing up this weekend. Bundesliga games finishing up today, Saturday, a little after the show here. Harry Maguire and the Europa League final. Is he going to make it? And Hannah Becker stops by to chat about where she's playing and where she's going to be playing next year. So be sure to stick around. Hannah comes up at about the 8:45 a.m. mark. All right, big thank you right off the bat to our sponsors, Detroit City FC, Michigan Jaguars, Tim Merritt with Ross Mortgage, Superior Family Dental, and Next Level Training. Thank you, sponsors. Very much appreciate the love and support you guys show us. Without you guys, the show doesn't happen. Thank you again. All right, today, very special guest joins me in the studio here, my friend and fellow soccer nut. You may have seen him on some of our weekday videos, Bundesliga Chat Time. Please welcome my friend, Nate Janulis. Welcome, Nate.
Hey, thanks for having me. If you say friend twice, does it become true then?
This is true.
Nice.
Yes, that's the way it works. I love it. All right, big shout out. Last week, you guys might remember I gave a shout out to my friends Corey and Stacy who were having their baby shower. I had to miss the baby shower due to working here, and then they went ahead and had the baby this past week. So congratulations, Corey and Stacy. I'm not sure. I know you told some friends and your family. I'm not sure if you were ready to tell the world, but now the world knows. Looks like I just stole thunder.
Nice.
It's what I do.
And on a positive note, not everyone gets a baby shout out. So, you
This
know, you
is
might
true.
have missed it, but big time now.
They saw it. Trust me. Big
Thousands
fans
of people
of the
know.
show.
Thousands.
All right. All right, friends. So why don't we just jump into the big news that's happened this past week? Right off the bat yesterday, we've heard that Sergio Aguero, we know that he's leaving Man City. That's been coming for a while. Where is he going? Well, the news is breaking that he's going to be signing a contract to play next season with his good friend Lionel Messi at Barcelona. I don't know. There were rumors of where he could be going. People thought he might be going to Italy. There was potentially could come to the MLS. Barcelona. I think it's a good move, Nate.
I mean, he's going from a more, what I think the EPL is more of a physical league, and he's going to, you know, I don't want to say a lesser league, but a less physical league in, you know, playing with Barcelona, and he's surrounded by talent. He's going to be kind of the head guy coming in, to score the goals. I think he's got some in the tank.
I think he's got a lot left in the tank. I really think he's going to take some of the weight off of Messi's shoulders. I think it might be. The rumors have been there about Messi for a while, right? Whether he's leaving, whether he wants to go. I think he signed a new contract, but they got to keep him happy. I think this kind of keeps him happy. It's his friend, is his Argentinian teammate. Now, I will say that the statistics don't lie that Messi and Aguero together haven't produced the most goals. They haven't produced the best soccer, but it'll keep Messi happy.
Yeah, I mean, and that's also on the international stage. So who knows what's going to happen now on a club stage, which can be different, can be a lot different.
Yep.
You know, you're training together regularly, you're getting that chemistry building regularly.
Their families get to hang out, right?
Yeah.
So I believe Sergio Aguero, since he's been at Manchester, he lives alone. His family lives back, I believe they live in Spain. So now the families get to hang out, and I'm pretty sure those families are close. So it's a good thing to keep your star player happy. I believe Barcelona had to take out a $100 million loan or in the process of taking out a loan in order to pay players and keep wages going, which is an unusual situation. And then all of a sudden, a couple days later, now they're signing Sergio Aguero.
But he's going to also sell jerseys as well.
That's true.
He's
definitely
going to
going to help
back.
sell some jerseys.
I think it was Ibrahimovic when they talked about Pogba being signed. He said, "What does it matter? My jersey sales paid for it." Which, you know,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's absolutely not wrong.
You know, he's signed a player like that who is a marquee player, and he's coming in and he brings more than just goals. He brings, you know, money in the bank with jersey sales, sponsorships.
He does.
So it should be interesting.
He does. All right, let's move on. All right, Robert Lewandowski.
Roberto.
He world record break, not world record, I heard, but Bundesliga record breaker, right?
Yeah.
So, you're the Bundesliga expert, Nate. We know you love to talk Bundesliga. It is quickly becoming one of my more favorite leagues to watch.
Should be.
Why don't you chat about the Robert Lewandowski record, because we know it's that record is held by Gert Muller.
Gert Muller was held by Gert Muller. 1971
yep.
to 1972. They never thought it was going to be broken because of how competitive the league could be and how many goals were scored in that many amount of time. Mm-hmm. And he did it with only 28 matches.
Right, he was injured for
40 goals
for a little bit this year.
28 matches.
It's phenomenal.
It's like a 1.5 goal a game, basically, is what it breaks down to. And he actually could have broken it if he hit two more goals against Freiburg. There was a couple sitters that should have happened. So he really should be sitting at 42. I think he'll go past it today. That'll be interesting to watch.
Yep.
But
you don't seem as excited as I thought you would be. It's a record that's held for 50 years. 50 years.
It is. I mean, he's a phenomenal player to watch. Everyone thinks he's going to leave and go other places because, Bundesliga. But he's also at a place where the league doesn't play as much as a lot of other leagues.
Sure.
So it allows a player like him to get the goals. There's a winter break. You don't get that in the EPL. They actually take the winter off, so it allows him to get rest and then come back on the field healthy and ready to go. Combine that with his age. Combine that with just the fact he's on a team that typically, if you don't win the league, then that's considered a failure. So he's going to come in. I think next year, and I think he's staying there for the long haul. He'll retire.
I think he's staying there as well.
He's going to probably set some more records before he goes out because he's just that type of phenomenal player. You know, he has the ability to, and he has single-handedly won games for Munich. So it'll keep him happy. And
I think it'll keep him happy.
Oh yeah.
I want to stress to folks who may not know this. It's a 50-year-old record.
Yep.
To put it in context, it's probably like in baseball, the Babe Ruth home run record that stood for years, and then Henry Aaron broke that, quite a lot of years later, and then more recently, in the last 2 decades, it's been broken. It's just a phenomenal record. To score 40 goals in a single season in your league is just it's unbelievable.
It's even the point that I brought up during the Bundesliga chat when we were talking. Anyone who goes, well, it's the German league. It's not like the EPL. Okay, well, why hasn't anyone done it since 1971? There's other players who've been there.
Absolutely.
I think there's other forwards that have been around, even for Munich. It didn't go to Mueller, then to Landonowski. He's not that old. So, no, it was a record that many thought was never going to be broken based on the player who set it and how it was set, and he did it, and he has the ability and the chance today to actually go past it, get 42, 41. He should have against Freiburg. Really should have. There was the one goal, ball comes in, and it was one of those where you would never miss it because you're good, but it's only a player like me would score it, shoot it left instead of pass it straight through the middle for the 41st goal. So he should break it today, and it'll be exciting to watch.
I think he'll break it. I think it'll be a record that could stand, unless he breaks it again, could stand for another 50 years. It's that big of a record. So, again, we'll chat about some of the Bundesliga games a little later, but a lot of those games coming up on the ESPN channels later today at 9:30 a.m. So you get a half-hour break after our show. Get your cup of tea, get your coffee, jump on the couch and watch those Bundesliga games that start at 9:30. Other news that broke yesterday, Friday, was Nuno is leaving Wolves. So Wolves manager decided that he no longer wants to be there, and at the end of the season, which is at the end of this weekend, he will be leaving. He's been there for 4 years. He got the club. He helped get them promoted. He's had 2 7th-place finishes in the Premiership. He has done a really good. I mean, I don't know if anybody else could have done this job on the money that he has had to work with. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Wolves, not the biggest club in the world, play in the Black Country. And that's what they call Wolverhampton in England, because of the smoke and the fog in the city. So before anybody ats me on that, it's because of the smog and the coal mines and all that there. He has done an absolutely phenomenal job. Curious timing. Why is he stepping down from Wolves? There's some openings that we know about in the Premiership. We know that the Tottenham job is open. We know that the Crystal Palace job is open.
Frankfurt's open too.
I mean, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I like the option, but I'm pretty sure things behind the scenes were not happening for Nuno and the Wolves board. It looks like, again, curious timing. Daniel Levy, the Spurs manager, has come out recently and said that Nuno actually wasn't on his short list. So interesting, though, maybe after the several managers have turned down Tottenham, maybe he finally contacted Nuno here. I don't know.
You know what was a bit weird, too, is he actually signed an extension
in September.
In September,
a three-year extension. You're correct.
And I was reading some stuff, and, who knows? I don't know the guy personally. But they were saying the whole year with the pandemic really just taxed him as far as a coach.
I think it's that and the amount of injuries they had. Obviously, the star forward Jimenez had an injury. They had some pretty bad injuries to deal with, and it was not the best of years compared to the last 2 years that they've had. He still did a really good job, in my opinion. I think he was probably happy there. There was something going on behind the board. Maybe he wasn't being given enough money. Maybe they were faulting him for the strange year that's happened. I don't know how you could do that. Or maybe he's been tapped up and is looking at that Tottenham job or the Crystal Palace job. Crystal Palace is in London. A lot of soccer players and coaches like to be in London. That's the hub of England where everything happens. Who knows?
But it's still strange timing too, because you think one game left to go. There's really what's the urgency?
Yep.
Why before the last game of the year?
And why did he sign an extension in September for 3 years?
And
so
you would also think that being at that club for so long, actually, getting him promoted, winning the EFL championship, which,
it's no small feat right there.
No,
I'm telling you what.
I mean, getting promoted is one thing, but then finishing in the top of the top of all those teams and actually winning a trophy is a good feat.
Yep.
And to just up and leave right, before the weekend of the last game, you think there would have been some type of conversation with management. You think that it would have come to an agreement, maybe, quietly to hold till they get someone new in,
right.
Because there's no announcement of a replacement,
right.
And there's no announcement of where he's going. It's just like, I'm out. Peace.
Again, curious timing. Maybe more news. Maybe more news will break what happened there. Not exactly a super attractive job, I'll be honest. So I don't think they're going to quite find a manager of his caliber to fill the void real quick. But there are managers out there. So we'll see what happens. As we move on, not really news that broke this week, but I want to make sure we hit upon this. That Janulis Becker goal from last weekend. Woo! Okay. Liverpool Football Club have been around for, I believe it's 189 years. This is the first goalkeeper to score for them. Obviously, goalkeepers don't score very many goals, but an absolutely stunning record, and the sixth goalkeeper to score in the Premiership.
Yep.
Again, the Premiership has only been around since 92-93. Before that, it was the old First Division. And the first goalkeeper to score with his head. I personally know some Liverpool fans who are very, very passionate. We were texting during this game last week. They were pretty much saying, the season's over, it's done, and then this corner kick pops up. And Alisson just kind of strides up the field, gets in, and if you can see the picture we have on screen, wow, what a header. Absolutely stunning placement from the goalie. West Brom, I mean, they were clueless. They didn't know what was going on, to be honest. Saves the season. Now with this, the Liverpool have kind of put themselves in fourth position here for a Champions League spot, where several weeks ago we were talking that there's no way Liverpool are going to get a Champions League. Yep. This saves their season. They got to get the job done tomorrow. There's still work to be done, but this puts them in pole position to grab that fourth spot. I just
think
want
they'll
to
get
make
him.
sure we hit upon absolutely.
I think
But I
they'll
want
get
to make sure we hit upon that goal. Just stunning goal. I found it hard to believe that it was the first goalie-headed goal, a header by a goalie in the Premiership. A lot of goalies have scored. I think, as I said, there was 5 prior, but they were all with their feet.
I'm just happy that as a goalkeeper of his caliber can now join the fine ranks of Tim Howard.
Yeah.
Of scoring a goal.
Brad Friedel as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
the U.S. legend there, Brad Friedel.
American goalkeepers on the move there.
Mm-hmm.
Could be forwards. Could be goalkeepers.
Yeah, they're playing out of position. All right. News also this week. Europa League finals being played this Wednesday, the 26th of May. The game is at the Stadion Majeski in Gdańsk, Poland. Yeah, I've never been there. For the pictures I've seen, the stadium looks beautiful. Man United versus Villarreal. Unfortunately for Man United, Harry Maguire is out with ankle ligament damage. Harry Maguire injured his ankle in the game a couple weeks back against Aston Villa. He fell awkwardly and damaged those ankle ligaments. He was in a boot for a week and a half. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came out yesterday, Friday, and said the Europa League final has come a little too soon and Harry won't be taking part. I do want to say I have been very wrong this year about Harry Maguire. I may, if you look it up online, I may have called him a donkey in a fridge.
Well,
the man is a slow-moving center half. I think there's better center halves in England than Harry Maguire. And I'll let you have let me finish my apology. Hold on. The game this past week that they played, the defensive line, Man United's defensive line was just terrible, and you could see that they missed Harry Maguire, and he really does do a good job for them. So it's going to be a big miss for the final. And we do. Nate is the Bundesliga expert, but he's also a massive Man United fan.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't think you're the only person ever to criticize Harry Maguire. I think a lot of the criticism he gets is because he's tied to that price tag. Of what,
£70 million transfer from Leicester, yes.
But you can see here how he's maybe not the problem defensively for United that everyone thought he was. I mean, he's been out, and their last 3 games, mind you, one was against Liverpool, but the other 2 were against beatable opponents.
Absolutely.
And you don't have a win. And if I was a Man United fan, well, I am, but if I was other Man United fans, I'd be kind of worried about going into that Villa game without, or not Villa,
Villarreal.
Villarreal, yeah, without.
I think it's a major concern.
Yeah.
Everybody else seems to be healthy for Man United. It's just the captain who leads the back line. It's got to be a concern. Absolutely a concern for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the Man United team.
And let me ask you, I mean, Villarreal compared to the competitions that they just lost and tied against, okay, maybe not Liverpool, but they're not too much down the totem pole as far as talent-wise than those other teams that they lost and tied to. So
I think it makes it a better game without Harry Maguire. I will say I put a $20 bet a couple of weeks back on Man United to win. Now I'm not quite so sure, and probably because I bet they're going to lose. But now I'm not quite sure. It's a big miss, and you're right. A lot of the criticism that Harry Maguire has taken in the last 2-3 years is because of that £70 million transfer fee from Leicester. There are better players in the Premiership you could have bought with £70 million, but again, I think he's just so valuable to the team that now we're seeing how valuable it is, and he's proving that worth. So it's going to be interesting. Wednesday, the 26th, that game will be on. So I'm sure we'll be doing something midweek talking about that game. So stay tuned to the We Are Soccer channels. We'll be chatting. Let's move along. Also, the big news this past week and a half is that Harry Kane has come out and said he wants to leave Tottenham. He wants to go and win silverware. Played last weekend against Aston Villa. Aston Villa. Harry Kane just looked disinterested. He looked like he was trying to stay healthy. There was one ball, a play happened in the second half. Bergwijn sent the ball in, and it went over Harry Kane's head. And you see him turn around, and he just kind of, as a forward, you're like, what was the point? What's going on? And you could see him say those words. He's done. Jose Mourinho left. We don't know the entire situation there. There's again, they've won nothing. He's won nothing at Tottenham. I believe 82 or 87 players have left Tottenham and won trophies since Harry Kane has been there. That's a lot of trophies for people to leave and win while your star man stays and wins nothing. So I can't fault him for wanting to leave. I do like it when people stay and they show that commitment and they show that passion for the one club. I love that, but I can't fault him because I just don't see Daniel Levy running that club correctly and Harry Kane being happy. So good luck. The rumors, we'll talk about where he could be landing in a minute here.
And I hear you, and I like players to stay too. You know, it's always nice when they commit long term. And
Yep.
but I think if you look at Kane, he's done that. And at a certain point, I think the club owes it to a player to kind of commit to him. You know,
I agree.
And
but
so
they have committed to him. They've given him bigger contracts. But they haven't put the right people around him.
and-
I don't think they've
and
built
that's what I
around him
mean.
properly.
Not monetarily, but you know, you get to a point when you're and he's one of the best strikers in the world. I think
Absolutely.
we can say there's
Yep.
not many players like him at his size, his ability. You know, we talked about Lewandowski. Okay, like him, plays in different. Then you Holland, and then it starts dropping dramatically when you talk about, you know, target forwards of that type of caliber. And at a certain point, you know, the club with players, with coaches, I'm not saying placate to the player, but you owe it to a player like that who could go virtually almost anywhere. When he hits the market, there's going to be, and he is, there's already rumors Chelsea wants him, this team wants him, that team wants him. He could stay in the EPL, he could go wherever. So at a certain point, you know, you need to make an environment for that player that wants to stay, and monetary, you know, donations only go so far.
Yep.
He's had multiple coaches. He's, like you said, watched his teammates leave, move on, and go other places. So at a certain point, when do you make it right for that player?
I hear you 100%, but and I hate to actually stand up for Daniel Levy because I'm not a big fan of his, but his main job is to make sure Tottenham is in the best position to win, and they're about to let go of one of the best players in the world. Now they'll let go of him and they'll get a great fee for him, right? They've sold players before and they've gotten good fees, so I'm sure Daniel Levy will get the money out of it. Harry Kane has come out and said he wants to stay in England. His preferred choice is to stay in England. The rumors are that he's been trying to get Man City to come after him. He would like to go play there. The past 2 days, Thomas Tuchel of Chelsea has been heaping praise on Harry Kane, and the newspapers are now saying that Thomas Tuchel is prepared to give up cash and players to get Harry Kane into his squad. So, I mean, Timo Werner. I'm sure a lot of Tottenham fans will be like, "Hey, we'll give you Timo Werner and whatever you want. We'll give you 100 million pounds and Timo Werner." But that's a whole other subject. But this is one that's going to carry on for a little bit. I don't see a deal getting done super quick. So it's one that's going to continue on for a couple of weeks here. We'll see where Harry Kane ends up. He does have a chance this weekend if he puts a few balls in the back of the net to be the golden boot winner for the season in the EPL. So golden boot winner again for Harry Kane, but
you gotta imagine,
no silverware, and won't be playing in Champions League unless he finds that team to move to for next season.
You got to imagine any one of the top 4 teams are going to go all in on this guy.
They have to, but it also it's going to cost you. Let's put a round figure of 100 million pounds. It's going to cost a top team. Who would you rather have? Would you rather have Harry Kane or court Erling Haaland and get him? Who would you rather have?
Well, I mean,
one's proven, the other one's an up and coming and can still stick the ball in the net.
I would go with the proven. I've said this before. I would always go with the proven guy playing in the Premier League because of how physical that league is and how different it is. He's been able to be a top goal scorer in that league. Haaland, I mean, he's doing great. Will he be the same Haaland in the Premier League? Probably. He's got the talent. Is it guaranteed?
No.
Nothing in life is
Nothing's
guaranteed. So I'm going to take the guy. I would always take the guy who's already in the league and already producing over kind of an unknown, if you will.
The age difference is a little bit there, obviously. I think it's 8 years or so. But
Plus,
I agreed.
I don't think Holland's going to be on the market.
Say again?
I don't think the Holland's going to be on the market. The sporting director already came out and said he's in our plans next year. You know, there was reports that the people, his management team, likes it in Dortmund. They're going in the Champions League. Yep. I think he stays another year.
I hope so. I hope so. Well, we'll follow the Harry Kane move with a lot of interest. We'll keep a lot of eyes on it, and you'll be sure to hear us talk about it as it happens. So other big news. We won't talk about it too much because it's still a week away, more than a week away. Champions League final that's happening in Portugal. It's officially been moved, obviously, from Istanbul, Turkey, which is still hit pretty hard with COVID, has now officially been moved to Portugal, being played at Porto's Stadium. Man City and Chelsea, the All-English Champions League final next weekend, next Saturday, 3 p.m. If you're in the Metro Detroit area, be sure to join us down at Detroit City FC Fieldhouse. Doors open at 2 o'clock. We'll be having a We Are Soccer Champions League preview viewing event. So come on out, join us. There'll be food, there'll be beer, there'll be games. We got one of the fields, so we're going to have some things set up. Lots of fun. Come and join us.
Have you been to the Fieldhouse?
I actually have not been to the Fieldhouse officially, but it
looks nice. It looks nice online.
Yes. It looks beautiful. I can't wait. So come and join us. I'll be there. Possibly Nate will be there. We'll see.
Yeah, He'll
be there.
Got
so
a
now
tournament
you gotta come.
going that day, but I could see a phone call to someone saying
to
it's gone extra. It's gone extra time. I have to stay longer.
Yep. The boss, right?
The boss.
The real boss.
The real boss.
The real boss.
The real manager.
The some quick news on that Champions League final. The Man City owners this week have come out and said that the 6,000 Manchester City fans that are traveling, the flights and the hotel, those expenses will be picked up by Man City. Man City is going to pay for their 6,000 fans to travel to Portugal for the final. It's a wonderful gesture. You wonder if it's in response to the whole Super League debacle that happened and the fans not being happy. Either way, it's a nice gesture. It's a lot of money that the club are picking up. They would have fans there regardless whether they were picking up the tab or not. Next move, Chelsea. Will you be doing the same because you are also in the Super League boat? So interesting to see if Chelsea follows suit there. All right, moving on. Why don't we talk about some local soccer here? This is the Local Pro Soccer, sponsored by Detroit City FC. Detroit City FC men's news. Men play tonight. Detroit City FC men play Michigan Stars tonight at Romeo High School, 7 p.m. out in Washington, Michigan. You can view the game on MyCujo online. I'll put the link up on the We Are Soccer channel. So go ahead and check the We Are Soccer. We'll be sharing the link. This game has taken, they didn't know where this game was going to be playing. Michigan Stars were in a little bit of trouble with the league. I don't want to delve too much into that. There's a lot of politics behind the scenes going on with the Stars and the league.
I never would imagine politics
I know,
in soccer.
It's great.
Shocking.
I know, it is very shocking. There's a lot that I could say about this. I'm going to take the high road. I don't like politics. We're here for the soccer. Let's just go down that path. So,
and who knows what's going on? I mean, unless you're involved in the conversations directly.
I've heard some things behind the scenes. We do have some people who are on the inside kind of telling us. But again, let's just keep this purely soccer for the people who don't or are out of town. Detroit City FC, they're on quite the winning streak. They won last week 3-1. The only goal they conceded was a penalty, so Nate Steinwasser almost keeps
Strong
his eighth,
first name.
almost keeps his 8th clean sheet of the season, but a late penalty for San Diego there let that that goal in, but they did beat San Diego FC 3-1. The next game for Detroit City FC, like I said, is tonight at 7 o'clock. Then after that, they play on Wednesday, June 2nd versus the LA Force. So about a week and a half time there between games. One quick news note from DCFC, Maxi Rodriguez, the central midfielder, was nominated, and he was in the Team of the Week for the NAISL League. So congratulations, Maxi, one of my favorite players to watch, by the way.
Mine's Nate Steinwasser for personal reasons.
Personal reasons.
The first name.
Yeah.
And Steinwasser sounds German, so it's close to the boot. It's close to the boot.
There's actually 3 Steinwassers within the Detroit City FC team. 2 of them play for the first team, and I believe the third has just joined the club, plays for the second team. So
all
strong
German
lineage there for the Steinwassers.
Maybe. I watched that first game actually through using the streaming network.
Oh, the Mike
Yeah, and I was able to link it. An old guy like me with the phone and the internets and the Roku device, and it was actually came through great. So if you can't make it out to the game, and you still want to watch it, and it's highly entertaining.
Absolutely.
It came honestly streamed from my phone to the Roku. Younger people are looking at me going, "Ha ha, Grandpa, tell us another story." They had that working already, but I thought it was great. I thought it came through great. This audio was great. The picture was great, and it was fun watching it on the larger TV.
Yep, I watched it on mine, and I love watching those games. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
Last Saturday night, we had the Detroit City FC women's team playing their first home game of the year. Detroit City FC won 2-1. Adam, our wonderful producer behind the scenes, do you have the clip of that goal, the winning goal from Marley Taylor in the 52nd minute? You guys got to take a look at this goal if we can get it pulled up.
You know, while he's pulling that up, I really can't wait to take my daughter to one of these games. I think it'll be fun, real fun.
Absolutely.
This one was a little bit late. I got a younger daughter who's 7, and I'm a strict parent with a strict bedtime, so we weren't able to make it out. But I do want to take. I think it'd be great to take any up and coming, because she's been playing, any up and coming younger player to see where their game could take them.
It's eventually a great atmosphere out there at DCFC. I was out there with my kids last weekend, and we had a great time. Are we able to pull that up, Adam? Nope. No worries. We'll repost it on the on our We Are Soccer channel, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You'll find that goal. It's a great goal. Again, Detroit City FC women with a 2-1 win. Upcoming games, they play tomorrow, Sunday, May 23rd, away at Lansing at a 2 p.m. kickoff. Wednesday, the 26th, down at Corktown AFC. And then Saturday, at home, a week from today, against the Chicago Risers. Again, if tickets are available, pick them up online before they're gone. Go watch those games. They're going to be good. So a week from today, the next home game for Detroit City FC women.
How was the atmosphere when you went to that first?
It was brilliant.
Was it good?
And
they're still operating with not the full fan.
Yep. Right now it's only 1,600, but it's going to open 100% here in Michigan for outdoor games June 1st. So the game next weekend misses the mark for that. There'll still be 1,600 fans there. There's a whole section, a whole side of the field dedicated to families. So
awesome.
It's highly recommend it. We'll be out there. All right. Next, let's jump into some youth soccer, if we could. Here, we're going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit about upcoming tryouts, which are going to be June 12th through the 13th for local clubs here in Michigan, and I believe a lot of the clubs round the nation for youth. Nate, I know you've been involved with youth soccer for the last decade or so, right? It's been a long time.
I got players that are now entering like their final year of high school and like into college, and it's heartbreaking because I realize how old I am, and I go into a panic.
It happens to all of us, my friend.
Oh, I thought I'd dodge it.
Let me ask you this: what advice would you give to kids coming to tryouts?
Kids coming to tryouts? I mean, first thing, I would say don't worry about the team you're going to be on. Everyone gets all, bent up on what color, where's my team, what color is it. Just get your foot in the door, because the reality, everything shifts. Everything shifts mid-year. If you show that you're a good enough player on a second or third team, the second or first team coach is going to be calling you up.
Right.
So don't panic on what team you're going to make. Just go there and play your heart out and just play.
Just have fun. Just have fun. Go to tryouts, because at tryouts they usually do scrimmages, right? So you're just playing games with people you know or people you don't know. Just go have fun.
Yep.
And what I have found is I am the best version player that I can be when I'm having more fun, when I'm having the most fun, right? So you're just out on the field playing, forget the coaches are watching, forget all the other stuff, what teams, the red, the blue, the green, the white, whatever team, forget the level, just have fun. The best players will rise, the coaches will see, and even if you have a bad tryout, you'll probably make one of the versions of the teams, and then you can work your way up throughout the year and get better. Doesn't matter what team you're on. You're not, the World Cup isn't happening next week, and you're not making that cut. So just play. And parents, I think we've both seen it. Parents put a lot of pressure on these kids, and you feel bad for the kids. Parents, just, you know what? Take a cup of coffee.
Maybe not a coffee.
Relax.
Maybe less like a tea.
Yeah,
less
take a tea. Yeah, this is true. Maybe just take a tea. Take a chair, sit in the corner, just enjoy your kid playing soccer. All right, that's my advice.
There's a lot of intangibles outside of skill too. How players act and respond.
Yeah.
How their maturity level.
Yep.
There's, I've seen things where sometimes a player isn't mature enough or ready enough for that first, second team. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that they won't get there.
Right.
It means that they will get there. And that's the point of having the second, the third, the fourth, whatever teams, is to give those players, keep them playing, keep them coached at a competitive level so they do move up. And especially if you're a younger team, 77, 99, it's all going to one area, which is 11v11. Yep. So last year's 9v9 player could, on the second or third team, could be the following year's first team player in the 11v11 team, just purely on numbers.
Yep. I mean, there's exactly. Just get out there and play, have fun. Michigan Jaguars presented that segment for us. Michigan Jaguars provide a fun, friendly environment, a club for players at every age and every level. If you can kick a soccer ball and you want to have some fun, they will find a spot for you and good coaching. They have experienced and really dedicated staff. I'm friends with a lot of the coaches. Good dudes, very well qualified, taking their certificates. Trust me, it's a great organization. You can check them out at MichiganJaguarsFC.com.
Can I do a shameless plug real quick?
I'll let it go. Go ahead.
For a minute, for just 1 minute. And I've, like I said, been coaching for several years, and I've been with a few clubs. And if nobody knows, or I do coach for the Jags. And honestly, it's one of the best organizations I've ever worked with or worked for, as far as organizational and what they do for the kids and how they meet and conduct things and prepare things and get things organized to make sure that they're giving the best for the players.
Yep.
And it's I love working for that organization because of that. In coming from even a business field, it's, to me, I can see the level of organization that goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes it might not show in front, but definitely behind the scenes they're ultra organized, and it's all focused on one thing, which is getting the best out of the players.
Absolutely, 100% agree.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Thank you, Michigan Jaguars. Thank you, Nate, for telling us about Michigan Jaguars.
No
all right, let's have a little bit of fun for a few minutes here. We're going to jump into some news and notes. All right, before we do that, one of the news and notes it kind of relates to the youth soccer there. Adam, I don't know if we have the Jags goal clip. No? All right. That's all right. We'll show that a little later. Take a look at this. Oh, well, College Cup happened this past week, Indiana versus Marshall. We could kind of spend a whole week or longer talking about the College Cup and the game that went on. Went into overtime. Marshall ended up winning 1-0. Indiana, one of the top universities for soccer, and they've been for decades, loses out. Again, I wouldn't put it past them to come back stronger next year and win it all. Marshall have a lot of returning players, though. One of the things that I was taking note of is players for Marshall. They have 21 foreign players on their squad. 21 of the 25 players was foreign. Interesting note there. It's the way the college soccer landscape's changing. Again, we could talk about this for quite a while, but we'll just leave it at that. College soccer it's becoming a strange old thing to watch, but it's still entertaining. It still provides a value. It still provides some steps for kids to get to the pros. So, congratulations to Marshall on winning the College Cup. All right, let's have a little bit more fun. We're going to show some pictures of the new kits that have been released.
And warning for adults, there's a fine line between full kit weird creepiness and full kit looking cute on like a 7-year-old or 6-year-old.
Yeah.
6-year-old, 7-year-old, 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Looks
good.
great. 36-year-old.
Yeah. No, I think the age cutoff's about 10 or 11.
Yeah,
If you're
10 or 11, yeah.
I think if you're 12 years or older, you don't wear the full
No.
kit. No, you just buy the jersey. Just buy the jersey.
No, don't do
You're
that.
good there. Don't wear the full kit.
Don't do that. Dress your kid up like that? Sure.
But some of the kits, if we can bring up some of those images, Adam, let's take a look at. Here's the new Liverpool kit. Now, I know you're not a Liverpool fan, but this
look at that
isn't
pink.
bad. This isn't bad. It's the traditional red with the orange collar and sleeves. It's not bad. The lines are a little jagged. I don't mind it.
I'd wear that to the bar, out.
Really? You'd wear a Liverpool kit?
Well, not me, but if I was a
jersey?
Liverpool fan,
Okay, yeah,
you
for
got
sure.
the pink highlighting the red,
Yeah,
bringing out the color of the eyes.
That'll get some
it's good
sales.
stuff.
That'll get some sales. I like that one. It's pretty good. All right, what else we got on tap there, Adam? The Olympic Lyon one. I don't mind this. It's traditional. It's traditional. It reminds me of Crystal Palace, to be honest, but I don't mind it.
I don't know. I'm more of a clean white. If you're gonna go white,
go all white?
why the stripes?
Yeah.
Just make it clean.
I get it.
Why
I
not?
get it. I don't mind it though. It's a nice look. All right, Adam. What else we got there, buddy? Ooh, the new Inter Milan jersey. Thoughts on
What are
this? This has raised a lot of.
What are we, a tropic snake?
I wasn't seeing the snake until you said it, and now I can't unsee it.
Hey, Greg, I got my jersey on. You want to go to the reptile house?
It's an interesting jersey. Not something I would purchase, but it's an interesting design. Yeah.
It's like the designer's like, I got one. Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, that. Do we have any others there, Adam?
Ooh.
See, I like this one. I like that to me. I mean, the diagonal. You got the dots.
You're going to the club in that one, aren't you?
I really like that.
Okay.
And you can see the badge there is not the traditional colors. It's the all gold with the rest. I'm a big design guy. I love design, and this right here. This does it for me. I really like it.
I do like that they shortened the sponsor with just a T instead of T-Mobile.
I like that too.
That's kind of neat. But the thing that's throwing me out, just go all black. Why do we have the dots? Why?
Oh, man, you are really a traditionalist. I like the little.
It's distracting. I don't
like
know
the little design pieces on there with the dots.
Too many freckles.
It's not just straight. There's a diagonal with the line. I like it. I'm
a modernist, I guess.
I think there's one more if we have. Oh. So here's the new Everton. I think this is the away strip for Everton.
I got an idea. Let's steal the old USA kits with the stripe down the side.
Yeah. See, I really like this, but the only thing that I don't like about it is it's red, and Everton play in blue, and their biggest rivals are the Reds. So,
they're trying to appeal to a market that wouldn't know that.
I mean, why not just go with your traditional blue there? I don't get it. I don't get it, but I like it. So
look at that Dortmund.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. That's nice.
I actually like this one, even though the sleeves have the black in there.
Yeah.
I think I like it. That's something that I think it's sharp.
I do. I like that as well. Yeah, I think that's a good one. All right, so I think that'll wrap us up for kits. Why don't we talk about Superior Family Dental real quick, and then we're going to bring on our guest Hannah Becker in a few minutes.
Right.
So Superior Family Dental, your official team dentist of the Detroit Red Wings, super friendly staff and doctors. Very much appreciate them sponsoring our show. Good friends of mine, Dr. Randy and Dr. Jeff. I tell you what, these people, just good human beings, great friendly staff. I go there personally for my dental work. My kids go there. We couldn't be happier with the service they provide. They've got 2 locations, Milford and Farmington Hills. And a couple of weeks ago, I went out and had a little bit of fun at their office playing some soccer games. Let's go ahead and see that now. All right, today we're at Superior Family Dental with Dr. Randy and Dr. Jeff and their team. And we're going to have a little fun, play some games. All right, let's go. All right, we're inside. Superior Family Dental. We're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna put the water bottle down, we're gonna put the ball down. The doctors and the staff are each gonna take a kick to see if they can knock the water bottle over. Let's go. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so Dr. Randy and Dr. Jeff, the official team dentists for the Detroit Red Wings. Obviously, we're not hockey, we're soccer, but mouth guards have become a big thing in soccer. Can you guys talk about that for a second?
Yeah, a lot of people don't think you need them for soccer, but, they do help prevent, obviously, tooth trauma. There's also a role with concussions. So we do make custom fitted mouth guards for all sports.
I totally agree, and with the soccer players, I feel that they refuse to wear the mouth guard because of speaking, which is real important during the play of the game, but really it's the pressure laminated custom fitted mouth guard is what they need. The importance of it is with the Boyle and Bites that we've all grown up with is they don't fit appropriately, and they don't fit appropriately for long. Usually after a game or two, it's deformed. With the properly fitted custom mouth guard, it's fitted, most importantly, not just to the front teeth for trauma, but to the back teeth for concussions. So see your dentist, come in to Superior Family Dental, ask for a custom fitted mouth guard.
All right, Dr. Randy, Dr. Jeff, thank you for having us at We Are Soccer today. We will see you in 6 months.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So as you can see, we had a little bit of fun out at Family Superior Dental. Good time, good folks. Look them up if you need dentistry work done. All right, so now we have a special guest joining us. We have Hannah Becker, who has committed to play her college soccer at Grand Valley State University. So Nate and I are going to ask Hannah a few questions about her time playing youth soccer, and then we're going to chat about the recruiting process and looking forward to going out to Grand Valley, and then we'll just delve in and kind of see where it goes from there. So welcome, Hannah. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. All right. So you played your youth soccer with the Michigan Jags, correct?
Yes, I've played there since I was about 3 years old.
3 years old? Oh my word! Wow.
That's some time.
Yeah.
Time invested.
That's awesome. Who are some of the coaches you had, and one or two that stick out as kind of your favorites?
I had Brent Kempster, I had Faraz El Samurai, Andy Richards, and Dan Delzacchio throughout my career there.
Wow, you just named some Michigan Jaguars legend coach right there. I mean,
Yeah.
Most of them, I think all of them are still with the club. So that's those are some big names you just mentioned.
My favorite, well, I had Faraz for 5 years, and I think he obviously had the biggest impact on me because I had him for so long.
Well, shout out to Faraz,
So-
and I believe he is an alumni of Marshall.
Yeah, it's crazy.
College
If you-
Cup winners.
If you see that picture, you don't recognize him at all.
No, he's so,
So-
young. Yeah, it's years ago, right?
What are you
Yeah.
saying?
So golly, you've been your entire youth career at one club.
Oh, yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Nate, I know you had an awesome question. to
Yeah,
ask.
I got
Why don't you go ahead and
a
ask?
couple of them because I got a younger daughter who's like you started young. I think she started she's 4, and she's now 7, and she just did her first year of travel. So, what advice do you think you could give a 7-year-old or something to carry it forward? You know, whether it's the simplest thing like, hey, enjoy the ice cream after the game, or the complex thing of get your touches in or whatever. But as a player nearing the end, what advice do you think? What would you have for younger players coming up there?
I definitely say enjoy your time as like a club and as a team growing up, because obviously that's going to come to an end whether you play in college or not. You're going to part your ways after high school, and I think build those relationships. It obviously will help with your team too, like team chemistry. I think just enjoying the little things, like practices every day and like talking with your friends, your coaches, getting to know everybody, and especially if they're traveling, I'd say enjoy the travel with your team. Go do team stuff, because
the teammates almost become your best friends, right? You
Yes.
spend more time with your teammates than you do with your school friends or any friends that you kind of have outside of soccer. When you get to the level of soccer that you've played at, you spend so much time training and so much time traveling, and just with those teammates, they just become your best friends, right?
They're like my family.
Yep, that's how it is. It's great. Go ahead, Nate.
Going into that, talking about friends, family, and great coaches. What would you think would be one of your most fondest memory throughout time? Whether it was, hey, as a team we all went and got snow cones, or hey, I won a championship, or whatever. As a former or soon to be former youth player going into college, what would you say one of your most fondest memory throughout the history of your from 3 to however old you're now, a moment would have been?
Probably winning 2 state championships with my team 2 years in a row. The first year I didn't get to play, I was hurt for the finals, but I'd definitely say that was probably the best, because I was looking from the outside, so it was very hard for me not to be able to play. But when we won, it was very exciting, because that was probably my first time being seriously injured, so it was very challenging for me, but it was super exciting. And then to go on next year and actually play and win was very exciting and rewarding for our team.
So obviously you've committed to Coach Jeff Hostler and Grand Valley State University. You're looking forward to getting started there in the fall?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So I am a former college athlete myself, a former college soccer player, played at Michigan State. What are you doing right now to prepare to start that fall at Grand Valley?
I'm actually doing we have summer packets, and I am training on my own for that. I also play for the DCFC UWS team. Yep.
Congrats on that. Big time. That is a good organization to be with right now.
Oh yeah.
Some good players right there. So just the practices alone, that's gonna make you better.
Oh yes.
Okay. Good. Starting in the fall, you have any expectations you've set for yourself?
I am looking to start my freshman year, hopefully, and play in pretty much every game as much as I can. So
you have to. You have to set goals for yourself. So let me give you some advice from someone who played college soccer, as I said, 20 years ago now. I prepared so much in the summer to get ready to go into college soccer for my first year, and in every summer, because I knew that some of the guys coming out of high school, they thought they'd made it. They were on a college soccer team, they thought they'd made it, and they came in overweight and out of shape. I tried to be the best shape out of anybody I could. I will tell you the speed of the soccer will change. So you playing for Detroit City FC women's team right now is going to help, because those are all current or former college soccer players. So the speed of that game, you've probably noticed, is a little bit different from youth soccer, right? Every level you go up in soccer, the speed of the game changes. You get less time on the ball. You get, just less. You have to think quicker. You have to have the touch that's better. So keep working with DCFC. Keep doing that. I want to tell a quick story. So I'll never forget Nate, you're gonna laugh at this. One of my first soccer practices up at Michigan State, I thought, you know what, I'm in great shape. We've done a physical fitness test. I'm one of the best physically fit people here because of the training I did in the summer. We jumped into a scrimmage, and I got the ball at about midfield, and I'm a forward, so I get the ball with my back to goal, and I take a touch, and then with my second touch, I go to turn, and one of the senior defenders on our team came through and absolutely clobbered me. And I went straight up in the air and came straight down. And the coach blew the whistle and said it's a foul. The defender just looked at me and said, "Welcome to college soccer," and ran away. And I was like, oh, I get it now. Because he's been there.
He's what we call hazing.
Yeah, it's a little bit hazing, but he's been there for 4 years. He's been there with his teammates for 4 years. And all of a sudden you've got a guy who's coming in who's in good shape and is trying to show off and trying to make a name for himself. And you got to realize that those people, those players have been there for 4 years, and they want that starting role as well, right?
Oh,
so
yes.
Off the field, everybody's friendly. It's like family, and it really does. It becomes your new family, and it's great. And those teammates will die for you. They'll do anything it is. But on the field, it's I want your starting spot. We're all competing for starting roles. We're all competing for minutes. So you got to be ready for that. The level, the speed, it changes. But it's something really fun to look forward to. So playing for DCFC, that's a great thing, but do some extra on the side and get ready.
Oh, yes.
So the Grand Valley State team this past year, I think they had quite a few games canceled. They had a good record, though. Did you watch any of the games? Were you able to make it out to any of them?
I couldn't make it out to any of the games because of my club season. There was
Yep.
a lot of conflicts.
A lot of overlapping with everything that's happened
Yeah.
this past year.
But I've been paying attention and talking to the coach frequently about it. So,
Good.
yeah.
Was the coach, Jeff, has he been, Coach Hostler, has he been in contact with you?
Oh, yeah. I worked the Jags tournament, and he was coaching a team there, so I talked to him a bit, and, I got to meet his team, so his club team.
Do you know any other players that are coming in with you into a freshman year this fall?
At GB?
Yep.
I know all of them, but
Okay.
I don't know them like on a
You don't know
personal level.
personally,
Yeah.
but you know who
because
they are?
they all play for different clubs, and I don't play against a lot of those teams, so it's kind of hard to get to know them. But
So has your youth career come to an end now, and you're just joining Detroit City, or is there some overlap here a little bit?
there's some overlap because we may have made it to the playoffs, so we could be playing into June and possibly July. So
Congrats.
I may be overlapped all throughout
Oh,
summer.
yeah.
So
That's a big
Congrats.
deal, right?
That's a great deal. It's
Wow.
a great way to
Thank
go
you.
out.
yeah.
So yeah, you're not kidding. There's gonna be a lot of soccer in your future in the next 2 or 3 months here. Wow. Okay. Well, that's great. Nate, any questions you wanna? I know you had a list of them.
No, I mean, a lot of them, I think we went through and covered. I'm not sure if you touched on, but what would be the one thing that you're really excited for on moving out to this next level, going to college as well as playing, either one, So what would be that one thing that you're really, really excited for as you close this chapter and move on to the next, that you can say that you're looking forward to, whether it's living in Grand Valley or what have you?
I'm looking forward to like moving out and just kind of growing as a person and as a player, and just getting to be a part of that team and hopefully winning a national championship. So.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, those goals are set pretty high. I tell you, she wants to start, play every minute, and win a national championship.
I'm a
as
Grand
freshman.
Valley fan now. I mean, I went to Central. Now I'm a Grand Valley
Now
fan.
you're a Grand
I
Valley
need to
fan?
get a shirt.
Yeah,
I
there
get a
you
shirt.
go.
I gotta order
We'll have to go pick up some shirts after the show here. Yeah, those are some lofty goals, but I like it. You have to do that. And I want to say to the kids, I know during our tryout segment here, we said let's go out and have fun and just play soccer and do what you do, but you got to set goals for yourself and you got to set goals for your team, and I think you've done that, and that's probably why you're sitting here telling us you've committed to play college soccer at Grand Valley State University, because you've set goals and you've done everything you can to hit them, right? And that's what it
yes.
takes. So great. I mean, just awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It is such good news to see someone who's committed to playing the sport pretty much every day is what you've done, right? I mean,
yes.
You've grown up playing the sport every day, so it's great to see the hard work actually pay off. I mean, I'm stunned at the amount of soccer you're playing and have played. It's enjoy it, because right now you've got two older guys sitting here going, "Oh, I wish we were younger and could play soccer. I wish we could play
my knees
soccer
hurt
every day."
thinking about it.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm going to try to get off this chair and hopefully not fall down.
We play in a co-ed game at night and get up the next morning and we're sore. Hell, I'm sore just from watching soccer games sometimes. So, well, Hannah, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate it. We will be watching. You've made
Yeah.
2 new fans.
Big fan.
Grand Valley. We are going to be watching you in the fall and throughout the year. So good luck.
Thank you.
Awesome
Thank you.
stuff.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys, I think we're going to have to wrap it up. So, again, a big thank you to our sponsors, Detroit City FC, Michigan Jaguars, Superior Family Dental, Tim Merritt and Ross Mortgage, and Next Level Training. Really appreciate the support. Guys, on the We Are Soccer social channels, check out the Next Level Training video that we've shared and posted. Aaron and his team, unbelievable the amount of work and how hard they train. Big shout out to Aaron, who's one of the people he trains. Kellen Acosta just got called into the U.S. men's national team training camp. Kellen gave Aaron and Next Level Training a big shout out on social media. So Aaron Bird, Next Level Training, is training current U.S. men's national team players. I don't know what more endorsement you need. Check Aaron and Next Level Training out. They got camps coming up this summer. Big time. If you want to get to the level that Hannah is playing at with the DCFC women and college soccer, you got to check out Aaron and Next Level Training. He'll get you there. Big thank you to Nate over here, our Bundesliga expert and all-around Man United super fan. Not quite the delusional fan, but super fan.
I like to think of myself as being a little grounded.
A little bit.
Except for when it's Stuttgart, who will win the league next year.
Yeah, we'll jump into that at some point because a lot more. All right. Thank you, guys. Check us out on the socials. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. All of them. Give us a like. Give us a share. Really appreciate it. And until next week, cheers.